How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here, bringing you guys a brand new One Punch Man chapter discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is chapter 73.2 and 74. And yes, folks, or in the other ones, it's 113, and I believe it's another one that's 114, if I remember correctly. But the point is, I know it is 73.2 and 73.4. But needless to say, guys, these two chapters, it's utterly amazing, as we actually get to see Bakuzen, folks. Bakuzen explodes in these two chapters, folks, because Bakuzen himself, as in the previous chapters, we actually haven't seen him for quite a little bit of a while, as it was mostly entitled to mostly Goketsu himself fighting and showcasing just how powerful he was. But Bakuzen finally pops up and actually emphasizes the fact that you could clearly see that infusing monster cells into your body is not an easy task, because of the fact that Bakuzen actually survived this, and it seems that it kind of made him stand out, that you can not only just take one, but you can inhale, eat, or digest as many monster cells as you can, no matter, as long as your body can actually take it. That's what made it interesting, that Bakuzen now is actually a very pivotal character in the lore of One Punch Man itself. Honestly, it's getting more and more interesting as these chapters are getting more and more and progressing, because of that specific reason, that the monster cells theory is kind of just everlasting. It's still kept in mystery as to how does it work with the people? How does it work with the willpower? Does it work with the person's body structure, DNA? And like, we don't know that for sure, but just that Bakuzen himself is kind of throwing all of us for a loop. But needless to say, guys, Bakuzen, we gotta look out for this character. Now, we gotta talk about his 73.2, guys. And 73.2 was literally about Suryu, guys. Suryu. Oh yes, this character, folks, he actually was just being the best that he was. Honestly, that's all I can really say to that character, because of the fact that he tried his best, but it's just that it wasn't enough. It just seems that these more characters that came out, the monsters, Bakuzen, all these strong characters that keep coming out, they're just not at the level that Suryu is. They're actually above him, and that's something that makes it very interesting, is because Suryu has always lived a life of just lavish and gander, and hasn't even easygoing life, you know. But just because of that, it made him relax to a point that he's not seeing himself as now the strongest. He's just seeing now as he's the only one that's capable of defeating it. No. He has to get out of that mentality itself, that because there's going to always be someone stronger, that this is the more character progression for Suryu, that he needs to learn to actually get stronger spiritually. Because in this chapter, guys, Suryu lost his spirit. It really did. It was very depressing to see him actually face off against Goketsu and actually lose. But they did defeat the Crow brothers, I'll tell you that much. It was Lightning Max, Snack, and Suryu. They defeated the Crowers, but just the fact that Suryu's just losing his spirit, it was just very disappointing seeing that. But like I said, it just helps more to his character development. That's what actually makes it more interesting. Now, what I'm kind of interested in the fact that is Bakuzen. Bakuzen took advantage of that out of Suryu, and Suryu is just demolished. He was beaten down to a pulp. All he had was just one leg. With his last will, he tries to leave. It was just a failing mission right there. Poor Suryu, guys. But honestly, it's actually going to make him a stronger character in the end of this arc. That is, if he survives, guys, because we actually have to remember, if Bakuzen does not kill this character, or if not, he's going to be hospitalized. The fact that Suryu, he doesn't really pop out in the webcomic itself, so it just goes along to say, where is going to Suryu take place? Where is he going to be? Did he actually die after facing off against Bakuzen? We don't know for sure, but one thing's for sure, guys. I'm hoping that at least we're going to see more of Suryu in later arcs itself. Granted, though, Snack and Lightning Max, they did save his life, so it goes along to say that maybe this could actually go for more for the character progression for them. Maybe Snack and Lightning Max, if they can't save Suryu, it goes on to say that, this is another reason for them to get stronger, so they can start saving more. Because remember, guys, these heroes, they're going through so much dilemma. I mean, come on, Snack and Lightning Max even faced off against Goketsu, and they did not even win. I mean, come on, you literally see in the panels Goketsu getting closer to Snack and Lightning Max, and that's it. That's it. You just already know that Lightning Max and Snack did not survive that at all. It was sad to see that, guys, honestly. Oh, my God. But needless to say, we got to move on, guys, because chapter 74. Wow. 74, folks. That chapter was utterly amazing, as we got to finally witness the first chapter where we actually see a monster versus a monster. And the monster association continues to grow, as we see the Monster King is actually stronger than Goketsu. Of course, we all know that, but the fact that Goketsu actually fears him to the point that, that, okay, I gotta abide by this guy's rules. This creature is someone that you do not want to mess with. And it's funny, too, because Goketsu actually doesn't seem like a type that does not want to be, doesn't take orders from. So it just goes on to say that this creature is in leagues above Goketsu. Jesus H. Christ, that just goes makes us viewers more entertained and witnessing what's gonna happen in later chapters. Like, honestly, that's what I want to see. What's gonna happen with Goketsu himself? How is he gonna also be implemented in the story? Is he actually gonna change his ways? It's gonna be interesting to see that. But needless to say, though, Bakuzen actually fights against Goketsu in chapter 114. I'm sorry, chapter 74. And it's interesting because there's a big power level difference. Yes, Goketsu actually said that Bakuzen was actually, you could say a dragon threat level, but maybe there is, different types of level. Maybe he's a demon, but a high level demon of some sorts. Because, you guys gotta remember, Suryu was actually he was in a weakened state by Goketsu, so it goes on to say that maybe Bakuzen is just a high, or a low level dragon threat. Because remember, guys, every threat level is always misguided or misinformed. So it goes on to say that maybe Bakuzen is just in between that demon and dragon level right there. Just enough to actually be what he is. Or maybe because he infused so many monster cells, maybe he is a dragon threat, and it just goes on to say that maybe Bakuzen is just not ready to actually use all that power. He's just enraged, and he's just in ecstasy of that power that he's not used to actually using it. But honestly, Goketsu was something. Interesting that he only uses one hand to stop freaking Bakuzen, and Bakuzen was looking at you're just mocking me. But of course, it's not really that he's mocking him. It's just the fact that he needs to learn his place. He needs to learn that you need to listen. And Goketsu was actually being easy on him too. At the same time, it's like, come on, this guy's got to learn sometime. There's gonna be other creatures, and it's interesting to see that in the monsters themselves, because the monsters, they never really fully work with themselves. It's also interesting. And the chapter also described that the prison members are gonna be also monster size. So it goes on to say that is Pre-Prisoner gonna get some screen time in the later chapters, because we didn't get to see him in this arc so far. So it goes on to say that maybe he lost in the prison, and maybe that's going to be also another reason for Pre-Prison to come out as well. Like I said, this arc itself is becoming more and more interesting. That's going to go on to the Monster Association arc. It's getting that intense that all these monsters just ravaging around the cities. It's overwhelming. The S-Class heroes themselves are going to have their hands full on this one. And honestly, I believe their meeting point is in Z City, and I believe that since Saitama hasn't popped out for quite a little while, it goes on to say that, damn, that means that the whole entire fight is going to be happening at Z City, where Saitama lives. I wonder if it's going to be, the Monster Association is going to be right underneath his house. He doesn't even notice it, too. I bet that's going to be that same comical gag in itself. That's how just interesting it's going to be, guys, honestly. But chapter 73.2 and 74, guys, was entertaining nonetheless. I respect Yusuke Murata and One for always collaborating and doing this kind of artwork themselves, because it just literally feels like they really are giving it their all. Even this character transition is actually needed, and it's actually helping the story itself and the lore within it. We're witnessing more and more. It's not slowly just jumping ship to arc to arc. No, it's slowly transitioning. The way that Yusuke Murata is drawing this arc is actually helping the lore within itself. Honestly, I'm loving every bit of every chapter that's coming out. But let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what are you guys' thoughts on the chapter itself. What do you guys think of Bakuzen, as this character was actually, he finally came out? Do you guys think this character's gonna die, or do you guys think he's actually gonna live, or do you guys think he's gonna actually outlive himself, or do you guys think that on his way to Battle City, he's actually gonna die? Honestly, I don't see Bakuzen actually lasting long, because it just seems like he's another minor character that could just be thrown on the side. Now, honestly, what do you guys think of, you could say, Suryu? Do you guys think now that he's been taken out of the picture, do you guys think is he gonna still be within this arc itself, or do you guys think he's gonna be taken out now that this tournament arc is over? I'm honestly hoping that Suryu will be involved, just because his character just needs it's introduced to the point that he needs to be a part of the S-Class heroes. He really does. He needs to be that character that that needs to stand out. Or maybe he might be with Amai Mask later in the chapter. Like, I feel like he should be with Amai Mask. They really would be like, they would fit each other together. Like, honestly, it's that hilarious that they both have almost like a similar personality with themselves. But like I said, let me know down in the comments below, guys. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more One Punch Man chapter discussions. And as always, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.